Clifford Hutchinson at Elm Street in Keene, and I've spoken previously on this topic, which when I'm in downtown Keene, I do talk to a lot of different people and I hear about this, and this is kind of very relevant. I happen to find this packet today on Church Street in downtown Keene. This is a packet of the stuff that is in discussion right now. This is some of the latest product, and it does say, please visit our website for more information. So I did visit the website. I'm not going to give the name, but I have the packet. I did visit the website, and what I was taken to was a link page, and there's 2 pages of legal boilerplate, which you can click on and read the legal boilerplate, which seems to be mostly about copyrights, intellectual property, but there's no lawyer office or address, there's no name, there's no phone number, there's no indication of a city or a state. So on the main website where it says to go for more information, I could find no information about this. All of the links on their website lead to other link pages, and you can get to the websites through linking of legitimate herb and spice companies that do sell legitimate products online. You can get herbs and spices online. That's not what we're talking about. I do want to say, nothing personal to City Attorney Mullins, who referred to this as synthetic marijuana. I want to object in the strongest possible terms. This is not marijuana. This is not synthetic marijuana. This has nothing whatsoever to do with marijuana or cannabis. This is an attempt at confusion and clouding the issue that the persons who produce this garbage engage in. They play all kinds of deceptive games to get people to think that this is somehow synthetic cannabinoids or synthetic marijuana, and that's one of the tactics that they use to get impressionable and ignorant kids hooked on this stuff by having them think, oh, this is just like marijuana. Oh, this is synthetic. No, no, no. This is not that. This is synthetic chemical drugs. These are chemicals that do not occur in nature. These are chemicals that have been created in a laboratory that right now there are chemists busily at work making new formulations of these. And that's what this stuff is. I know that this is new because on the front it says, in accordance with docket DEA, that's Drug Enforcement Administration, 373, May 13th, 2013, 4 months ago. There was a federal docket with this docket number 4 months ago. This is a new product which is squeaking by whatever that docket was. This is how they work. This is how quickly they work. This is why it is so important for the council committee tonight to vote quickly and unanimously in favor of this. Send it to the full council. As Mr. Mullins has informed us, the city and staff has been working very closely with the State Attorney General, the State Crime Lab, other state authorities, and I want to remind the council of what they already know, that the authority of the city, who the city is, the city's legal standing to do this, all of this has been firmly established. And if somebody here wants to challenge that, they know how to file it in Superior Court. But let me wrap this up and not try to go too long. What is this stuff? Well, it says does not contain AM 2201, WH081, JWH019, etc., JWH20, HU210, CP47497, or the CB homolog, and it does not contain delta THC natural, which is the chemical found in cannabis or marijuana. It doesn't say what it does contain. There's a long list of chemicals. I haven't had time to sit down with the city ordinance and see what is this? Is this covered under the ordinance or not? What does it contain? We don't know. And it's being sold retail in the city of Keene, and it's not being labeled. There's no indication who made this where or what it is. It says not for human consumption. And right above it, it says for fragrance purposes only. Now let's think real quickly. A fragrance is something that you smell. You smell a fragrance. There's no other, a fragrance isn't something you rub on your skin. A fragrance isn't something you drink. A fragrance isn't something you eat. A fragrance is something you smell. When you smell it, it goes in your nose. You've consumed it. If it's a fragrance, you've consumed it. So how can it say not for human consumption? Which of those two statements is a lie? That's why it is so important for the city to go with this. And I do want to, in closing, I do want to announce that Mr. Ian Bernard is here with his clown cult, his cult of clowns. Excuse me, and I'm sure they'll have something to say about this. Thank you very much.
I
Yes.
appreciate
Oh, I'm
your
sorry.
comment.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think it's appropriate to express
Oh, I'm sorry.
comments that
I'm sorry. I got carried away
may be
because
disparaging to other people.
I
here tonight
apologize.
who have the right to speak.
I
their minds on
apologize.
this.
I
It's
did
okay.
see Garrett in his gay angel costume.
Mr. Hutchinson, please, I'll ask you. And just a reminder, everybody here, please refrain from comments of that sort. And if they are heard again, I will address them. Is there anyone else who would like to speak on this issue? Sir, and then I'll go to you in the back, sir.
Sorry, that's not me. My name's David Crawford. I live at 36 Marlborough Street. My position is the other side of the position to the previous speaker. I believe that the answer to this problem is not more restrictions, but more freedoms that I hope we will address and then go with in later meetings tonight. Isn't it funny that what they don't allow pot, but they allow this stuff? And what does that say about the government? Pot doesn't make you sick and harm you the way this stuff does. So I don't think more legislation and more restrictions is the answer. Let's see. But like I said, this is allowed, and the legal stuff isn't allowed. Perhaps if the legal stuff was allowed, then this quote fake, synthetic, whatever it's called, marijuana wouldn't have come to a beat in the first place, because the real stuff would be accessible and legal. So my position is against more legislation, more restrictions, and in later meetings I'll be hoping to persuade city representatives to free up the real stuff, and appreciate y'all listening, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford.